welcome back to Dodge's Garage, where I have no idea what I'm doing. So this is my 03, what's that? GS500. I've rebuilt, well I haven't rebuilt the carbies, but I've redone them. Pulled them apart and cleaned them. And I think, now I've got the tank on obviously. This took ages to try and get back on, but I did it. It does start. Okay, now she doesn't want to start. I put air cleaner in there. That air, what do you call it? Degreaser. That hopefully. Now the thing is with the what do you call it? The fuel. Getting that tank on, you have to put them up. They only sit like just in here. With the tank trying to put, it's just an absolute pain in the ass, and I think we stabbed one so it leaks a bit, so I decided to get more brand new line. So I'm going to cut it just a little bit longer, fit them to the tank, then run them under and attach them to the thingo, rather than have them sitting up there holding the tank over and trying to get them on, because they're so close that literally the gap is, well, there. The gap, oh, maybe the gap is so close. Once you put both what's names on, you're stuffed. You've got no room. So I figured we'll put those on. See, there's the. That's how they sit. And then trying to get the clips on, you've got no room. So we're going to try and put them on first, then route them through, because it is an absolute pain in the butt. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. See ya. All right, catch ya. So what I'm going to do is cut it a little bit longer than that, and then feed it through and put it onto there, because trying to hold that up there while trying to get it from the wrong side, and no. Me and Junior were trying to do it yesterday, and oh boy. Because basically we're using spring clips, and you literally have to have them both on and push it all on at the same time to get them to fit. Because, yeah. So, hopefully, it doesn't actually say which is in and which is out. So I'm hoping I've actually put the right bloody hose onto the carbies, because I'm not sure which one's out. I figured that one at the bottom is out, that one's in and that one's in, because you got regular tank and reserve tank. So I'm hoping those two are in, and then it's got your little vacuum diaphragm, and that one at the bottom is your out, which will then go into the top of the carbies. I'm hoping I've got that right. So I'm going to cut this up to just a bit longer than that, and then see how we go. I mean, it does run, so it's just how good it was spluttering and farting. It wouldn't idle properly before because there was shit in that carbie. So I'm going to do that and see how she goes. All right, and a quick cut, and there's our new ones, just about that much longer, which is all it needs. And I took the braiding off. Obviously it doesn't cover it all, but I think it's just because it chafes just in here, you know, anywhere in here or whatnot. It chafes mainly across through here because that's a tight fit. So now those are on. I've got one clip on. But these ones are pretty gnarly. I mean, they're still kind of soft. This one is anyway. But I think it was this one, which you see is white. You can see there. We gouged it there, and I think there and whatnot, and there. So yeah, she's pretty rigid. Hence why yesterday when I tried to do it and we tried to get it on, we didn't quite get it all the way on, but we thought, oh no, it's up enough, that'll do. Yeah, and then she leaked everywhere. So that is, yeah, that's white. It's not supposed to be white. I mean, look at the difference. Yeah, pretty sure it's not supposed to be that. Anyway, I figured get some nice new line. And then see if we can get that bloody thing going, all connected up. Rawr. I think I know what the problem was. You literally can't fit them both together. This one is longer because you can only put it down to there before it hits that one and stops. You can't even get the tube past that. So you'll never get them down to things, so it's like staggered, so you can get them on. So that's the short one, which I think is your reserve tank, and that's your long one, which I don't know. But either way, they're on. The top of it is just there. I think just there. And you got the little barb, so this is just over the barb. But you literally can't get it any further, which is a pain in the ass. But now I've got to get it on there, put the breather tube on, and of course that means then I can lower that down, which means the fuel's just going to come spilling out, and somehow I've quickly got to throw it onto that one there. You can see just there, and then this one here. I had a video for it, but you know it's going to be a mess. It's me after all. Of course I'm going to make a friggin' mess. So we'll see what the aftermath is. That's how I'm going to do it. And I made a mess. It's dried out a bit now, but because I tried to get all the fuel out of it before, but obviously I didn't get what I thought was out. Now, when I tip that up, I had to swap them over because the way they come down together, this was going to get in the way. So now they can come through there, but it's not quite. I have to figure that out a bit while I'll try and then see if I can get that one in on there. I might have to actually take that off. Alright, let's see how that goes. Alright, another day, another, I don't know, $1, less than $1. So, doing the tank didn't work, and the hoses are too small to fit on that, even though they're the right size for that. So that's silly. So I've done the old trick, stick it in hot water. So we're going to wait for just a minute for those to get nice and soft and pliable. And then I'm going to whack them on here. Then I'm going to feed them up into there. Then I'm going to put the tank on. Because I figured out how to put the tank on. One's on the tank. So hopefully that will work. Let us see. Alright. That kind of worked. Got him on nice and kind of secure. And that one's most of the way up. I couldn't get them all the way up, but they're on and they got the things. So it took a minute. Now back up where they should be. So now I've got another clamp there. Put him on. Well, that might not fit. Where'd the other clamp go? Oh, that's all right. I think I lost it. Never mind. It should be an easy fit. Now it's a case of let's flip that over and attach them. Right, so I'm going to have to get someone else to help me with that because I just can't put it on myself. So that'll be another day. But in the meantime, let's look at the growing collection of people's bikes and why I think I might have started something. Now, yeah. So in the beginning, there was me and there was this little thing, which I eventually got going, fixed up and sold it to my boss. and then it stopped working. Well, we found out it was just a fucking relays because we switched it over and it kind of started. It's a bit dead now because of the shitty fuel, but yeah. So while this wasn't going, he went and bought a Goldwing, nice 3-tone brown Honda Goldwing 1985 or something, which is all well and good. That gives him something to go on about. Well, just yesterday, day before yesterday, he went and bought another Triumph 955i. That's a few years newer, but that's the ST, not the RS. So it has touring thingos instead of the RS. So it's got the ST, which is all fair and good. I mean, that all looks pretty. It doesn't show it. Where's the lights? You know, it is what it is, but it's registered and everything, but the engine's crap. So they're going to take the engine out of that to put into that. Yeah, fine, okay. So that's another bike in here. And it had, obviously the guys dropped it, and this is the fairing that I couldn't get for the love of the money to fix that back to stock. So this is the fairing. So now we've got a whole fairing, which we could, but he doesn't want to. So we're just going to transplant the motor into this and get this running, and then put this, if we can kind of fix it. We don't know if it's a tappet or if it's a bearing, big end bearing. So we're not too sure. But I guess once we pull it out, we can bang around. You got to crack the case open. It's not like a sump, and even though it has a sump, apparently you got to crack the cases open to do anything. Bit of a pain. But it's registered, so we just got to get that engine and put in this. You know, my big boy, and I haven't ridden it for a while. It's fine. And the next big boy, which still needs all the new fairings, but that runs and rides and runs and drives. That's fine. Just needs that on it, and Red Joe. Darian, who works here, is the other driver. He owns this, plus a couple of small bikes he has fun down the farms with. During the week, I posted something that I saw, and apparently they all saw it. I was going to buy it, and then I turned around and went, you know what? No, it's going to be another thing that I'm not going to get to. So Darian bought it. A GSXF, or GSXR, 750, whatever it is, with an overly huge turbo and a trike with poly on the sides. And I thought, okay, cool. Well, you buy it and we can have some fun on it. Before I even got back from my run, 10 minutes or so, he burnt the clutch out on it. Obviously the clutch was on its way out anyway, but he's burnt the clutch out on it. So he's ordered a new clutch. And this thing, why isn't that not on? Come on. That should... Oh no, now I've done it. It's off. How hard is it the key to go on? Oh. Alright, I want to open this door because she's quite loud. It does... It's nasty, and it's quite loud. So I've got a nice big adjustable fuel rig. That's overly loud. Absolutely ridiculous. He's got on battery tender because the battery was crap. That is ear-splittingly loud. So he wants to put, that's a rigid rear end, so he's going to put shocks and everything in so we have suspension. But also he's decided we're going to take that and he's going to take it out. Well, not we, him. He's going to take it, put it on the farm. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can fix that old engine. We're going to throw it into that, and we're going to turn that into a trike. Because it ain't worth much else. So we're going to get the arse end and turn it and make that the trike for in here for slippy slidey and stuff, apparently. But of course, my boss started the GS600 up on a weekday, and the big boss freaked out and said, "Nah, I know, I've had enough of your bikes, you've got to move them all out." And we went, oh. So we decided to cleaned it up, because I had my V-dub in here. The V-dub's gone, that's out the back now, the bug. So I had to get rid of that. And then we decided to line all these up, clean up this whole area. Those engines go outside. Clean up this whole area and make them look nice. So there's room, it's not dirty, there's not stuff, even though, you know, truck gearboxes and petrol, no, what is it? Pajero engine, truck gearboxes that have shit themselves and whatnot. Oh, and then because Darian bought the big trike, he said, well, I don't need this little skidder. So he sold this to our second boss, the big boss's son, for his kids, but he wants it automatic. Now, Darian bought a little 125 scooter type thingo, but it's a manual 125, and he's got everything off. The bike was running, so he's pulled all the wiring harness and everything off, but he wants an auto for his kids, because he's going to slide this around inside here. So Graham, I think, it's got a 125 moped, which is an auto, and we're going to, but yeah, we've made so much noise and so much fucking shit that the boss, big owners, decided to tell us to get our shit out of here. So we're trying to placate him by just making it look nice and tidy. I don't know did I do this? No, surely not. I've still got my other 3 bikes over that side, which are all nice and clean, even though I've now got the table full of crap and toolbox and everything sitting there. Looks a bit little mini mechanic shop. Might have to clean that up a bit. I don't want to, I've got nowhere to put them. Anyone got a cheap $1,000 20-foot container that's waterproof and locks? I think I might have to, because now we're going to have to put them all outside. Or we can put a container out the back and put them in there, or maybe it'll end up going to my place. I don't know, but so now we've got a skid bike, we've got a drag bike, we've got bloody all this, and plus our it's too much. I think I bought too much. I think I've influenced too many people around here to buy shit that they don't need. But it is what it is. At least I can keep this in here, and we can flog this around here. So that's one good thing. This can still putt around inside. Everyone loves this thing because it's easy. It works. It rides. There's nothing wrong with it except for it's not registered and the panel damage. But it works, and everyone likes riding it around. So we can keep that here. I don't know about the rest though. I might have to take the big red Scarabeo home and figure out what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to keep that or sell it. I've got to fix the black GS500, which I'm just working on. I need 2 people though. I can't do it by myself. And the Harley, plus I still got the scooter at home, because when I changed the carby, I changed the carby over it the other day. I put a new carby on it, because I think a couple of issues back we redid the carby here and put like race parts into something. Runs great flat out, doesn't idle very well, idles really high, and it's just, not for street driving, it's just. So I went and bought a new carby, $80, $70, something like that. Fitted the new carby, runs fine. Didn't put one of the leads on because the rubber has a 90 degree. Well, you can't get rubbers with 90 degrees, you have to bend it. So I had bought half a metre long and looped it around to fit on, but I didn't put any clamps on it. So I got home, rode it home, and a couple of days later I thought, oh, I'll come out. All around the bottom of it, fuel's leaked out. So I put a clamp on it, but I haven't got any fuel back in it to see if it leaks still. So that's kind of broken, but kind of not. But that's the run. That's it. Oh, I don't know. And I haven't touched any of the cars. I'm still waiting parts of the V-dub, and I haven't touched anything else. So maybe I've just, I don't know. Maybe I need a psychiatrist or a girlfriend. Or a girlfriend who's a psychiatrist. Physiotherapist? No. Well, a physiotherapist would be all right. I don't know. You tell me. What do I need and how do I stop all this madness? Anyway, that's enough for this episode. I'm going to go lie down again because I do that a lot until I can figure out what I'm going to do with that bike, because I need 2 people and there's no one here. Oh, and the boss went and bought, my boss, Graham, also buying that bike. His wife said to him, oh, you should get a car trailer. So he went and bought a car trailer. So he doesn't need mine anymore. But his was rusty and didn't have a floor, so he's welded a new floor in. Looks quite nice, actually, but needs painting. So he went and bought him a car trailer. So now we've got another car trailer as well. In the last week. And he spent all last night welding it up, so... Anyway, hooroo!